Hello and welcome to The Marketplace with me, Lukman Haris, the show where we search for the hidden gems of the Bursa Malaysia, the mid and small cap companies. Today on The Marketplace, I talk to REDtone International Berhad. Founded in 1996, REDtone is a homegrown brand that has grown from strength to strength. Operating under the umbrella of Berjaya Corporation Berhad, REDtone is a leading integrated telecommunications and digital infrastructure services provider. Over the years, the company has evolved from being a voice provider to one that provides services in three main pillars: telecommunications services, managed telecommunications network services, and industry digital services. To date, REDtone has served more than 15,000 corporate customers, ranging from conglomerates, multinationals, public listed companies, and government-linked companies. And the Group CEO of REDtone International Berhad, Lau Big Soon, joins me today. Mr. Lau, welcome to The Marketplace.
Thank you, Lukman.
Since 1996, it has been quite a journey for REDtone. Share with us briefly the history of the company.
Well, so this year, we are 21 years old. And from a very humble beginning of voicemail card provider, we have actually grown to become a voice provider, discounted call provider. And today, we have transformed to become an integrated telecommunication service provider with services offering over three main pillars. And the first pillar that we have is really about telecommunication services, specifically designed to serve organizations, so being it SME, enterprises, or government agency. So what we offer in these services is, first, we offer the voice services. This is to help our customer to reduce their voice call, anything from 30 to 70%. On top of that, we also offer the data services, and we offer few data services from corporate internet access to managed network, managed private network. So basically, this is where you have multiple offices, and we will help our customer to connect it out in a secure manner so you can transact your business in a safe manner. And of course, we also offer bandwidth of demand. This is taking example like when you have a different demand of bandwidth at different period of the month, then we can actually burst the bandwidth for you so that you can also do your business effectively. So these are the few things that we offer for data services customer. And over the years, we have been servicing like more than 15,000 corporate customers. Now, on top of these basic telecommunication services, we also offer value-added services, things like bandwidth optimization, cybersecurity services. That's the first pillar. Now, the second pillar of our business is really about, I call it managed telco network services. This is about building telco infrastructure for other telco or for government agency and build and operate over a period of time. Now, we specialize in two areas. The first is Wi-Fi infrastructure. REDtone is the largest Wi-Fi infrastructure builder in the country. And we have built a few large Wi-Fi network. And this is an end-to-end cycle from site acquisition to deployment and to maintenance of it. The second key area in the managed telco network services is actually mobile engineering services. Now, we help our customer to install and to optimize mobile infrastructure.
And how does this tie with your third pillar, industry digital services as well?
Yeah, so industrial digital services is really about digital services for companies right on top of our infrastructure. Now, today we focus on three areas. So the first one is really cloud services. Cloud services, this is really the virtual private network targeting at the organization. Now, the second one is actually teleradiology services. REDtone operate Malaysia first and probably Asia first teleradiology exchange, where we work with hospital at one end and radiologists at the other end. Hospitals send in file or images for us, and we'll get radiologists to interpret and send it back as a reporting as a services.
Interesting that you mentioned Asia, and obviously connectivity as well is obviously borderless, but you are very heavily based in Malaysia. Would you like to increase your presence at least more within the Asia-Pacific region?
Oh, certainly. In fact, today, we already spread our wing beyond Malaysia. So the way we handle the overseas market is really about working together with the local partner. So our primary focus now, beside Malaysia, we are already getting into the ASEAN country, and the next step will really get into the rest of Asia.
But you've also pulled out of a very promising market, which is China. Tell us why, the reasons behind the pullout.
Well, I think the reasons for us to pull out from China market 2 years ago, the main reason is because we see that there are actually a lot more potential and growth for us in the area that we focus on in this particular region. So the business that we are operating in China at that time is really about a voice business, which is actually sort of a sunset business. So we have decided that at the right timing, we have actually pulled out from that business and keep our focus back in Malaysia.
Would you like to return one day?
Oh, definitely. We are open for opportunity.
So, talking about China, it's obvious that competition is also very stiff there in your field. How about within the ASEAN region itself? We have new emerging, telco players, industry digital services players. What sets you apart from other competitors within the ASEAN region? Well,
I think first thing first, what we do is we continue to choose to focus on our playing field. So this 3 pillars that we talk about, now we want to continue to focus in this area, continue to build on the core competency. I give a very typical example, like teleradiology services that we offer. Now, the teleradiology exchange that we have is the first in Malaysia and in ASEAN. And the benefit of the technologies that we offer is we allow lossless image to be sent over a relatively small bandwidth, in this case probably 2 meg. So in that case, that it allows huge file, big file like MRI, CT scan file to be sent over a relatively smaller infrastructure. So these are some of the technology differentiation that we have. But bottom line is we will continue to focus on our core competency, and that's how we're going to differentiate ourselves from the rest of the competitors.
Right. You also work, as you mentioned, with government institutions where security takes center stage. We'll talk about that right after the break. We'll return with Lau Bik Soon, Group CEO of REDtone International Berhad, the marketplace. We'll be right back. You're watching The Marketplace with me, Lukman Haris. I've been speaking to Lau Bik Soon, Group CEO of REDtone International Berhad. Now, Mr. Lau, REDtone obviously is involved a lot with government institutions, especially providing telecommunication services. Now, security is a very big part when you are building large-scale communications infrastructure for the government all around the world. We've seen things like election hacking even in the US, or at least allegations of election hacking. So what are you doing to ensure that your infrastructures and facilities has top-notch security?
Well, Longmang, you're exactly right. I think cybersecurity is a big topic today. And that is one of the areas that we actually put a lot of emphasis when we serve our customer. So we actually offer the cybersecurity services in a few areas. First of all, we offer things like DDoS mitigation. So this is probably a situation where, sometimes when you click on certain website, it will just keep on loading and without it coming out because or when you access to certain web page, it has been changed. So we actually offer services to protect the website. Now, on top of that, we will also offer clean pipe services. This is where the services that we help our customer to clean out the unwanted data and only send the right data to our customer. So, situation like that is, and this is typically what the hacker will do. They will actually send you a lot of rubbish into your website and jam it so that other people cannot access, especially if this is something to do with the e-commerce side. So we offer these clean pipe services to help to clean out all this unwanted data, and so that the business can go on as usual. Now, on top of that, there will also be firewall services and so on. So those are all very, very critical. We offer it in our network services, and we also offer it in our data center services. I mentioned just now that we have actually have a cloud platform for enterprises, and security is definitely one of the top priority that we put a lot of emphasis on.
Now, the government is embracing the digital economy, setting its sights on huge initiatives, including the digital free trade zone. What's your role in this, or would you like to have a slice of the pie?
Well, I think we certainly, and that's where we see that we can have a lot of value add, especially from the infrastructure perspective. We have been working together with government, in this case with MCMC, to actually help to bridge the digital divide between the rural area and the urban area. We have been working with MCMC to build a lot of mobile infrastructure, Pusat Internet Satu Malaysia, at the rural area. So this is one of the ways that we contribute back to the society.
It's very interesting you mentioned that, because this commitment to nation building is not just limited to the government anymore, but also to local companies. Obviously, ensuring internet access for all Malaysians is a very big priority for the Malaysian government going forward. But the question is, how do you ensure that the development and the provision of internet services, acceptable internet services, are balanced across Malaysia, including Borneo, Sabah, Sarawak, and not just in the urban areas?
Yeah, so and I think this is where MCMC has done a lot, where working together with industrial player like REDtone, we have actually been putting out mobile infrastructure at the rural area. So with that, then the rural folks actually can have access to these mobile services. Not only that, we're also working together with MCMC, setting out things like Pusat Internet Satu Malaysia and Wi-Fi community. And this will actually enable the people at the rural area to get connected, and not only get connected, but this can also be used as a platform maybe to gain knowledge and also to do business over the internet.
What are the challenges that you faced or are facing in building all these infrastructures in all these deeply rural areas, especially areas that has mountainous terrains and things like that?
Well, I think the biggest challenge is definitely how do we bring the bandwidth to that area, because these areas are all very rural. So also we need to figure out a way that to bring a bandwidth there so that it can benefit the villages.
Still on the note of socio-economic initiatives, the budget 2018 is just around the corner. In fact, it's next month. For REDtone, what is your wish list? What do you expect or hope to see the government announce pertaining to your field?
Well, I have two wishes. First is I hope that government will have bigger allocations to build out telecommunication infrastructure at the rural area, because I believe this will definitely help in bridging the digital divide between rural and city, and also to allow equal access of internet for everyone in Malaysia. Number two, from that consumer standpoint, I wish that there will be tax relief or tax incentive for all the rakyat to subscribe to high-speed broadband.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lau Biksun, Group CEO of REDtone International Berhad. And that's it for this episode of The Marketplace. Send us all your feedback on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at 501awani. Download our app, as you can see there, available on Google Play and also the Apple App Store. Listen to this interview also on your podcast. Simply search for Asra Awani or The Marketplace wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Lukman Haris. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.